Two Sheds Gabby back again, and I have on pretty much a standing order. At one of my banks, I pick up 2 boxes of halves and a box of pennies every week. I picked up these pennies today. I've already showed you I picked up these, I think it was yesterday or day before. I did find a copper ender there. That's all I saw as far as enders are going. When I got these today, the manager said I was out of town last week and the person that ordered coins didn't order your pennies. And she goes, I'm going to go ahead and give you a box. But she goes, if you don't mind, can you bring back what you don't need? So she wants me to roll them back up for her. So she gave me some rolls. I got them around here somewhere. And I'll roll up a bunch of them for her and take them back. And probably out of both boxes the next day or two, because they won't get their coins in until next Thursday, and she said they might be running low, so I'm hoping to get some to her tomorrow. If not, tomorrow's Saturday, so no, tomorrow's Friday, so if I don't get them to her tomorrow, I'll get them to her Saturday before they close. Anyway, I'm going to get these open and take a look at the enders, and then we'll get started. It's going to be 2 boxes, so I probably won't scan through quite as many. I'll just show you what I'm finding as I go. I hope that's all right. I'm going to start with this customer rolled box here, and that first roll that had that had the Canadian in it, 12-sided 89, had 6 copper in it. Hopefully we'll do better than that. Well, the second roll had a wheat penny in it and a handful where they are the coppers. So 1 wheat and 1 Canadian copper. That's a pretty good start. Here's the 4th row and already my second wheat penny. I did want to say this. I've had a few people write to me, and they feel like they've already started feeling a little bit of the, I guess we'll call it copper shortage. They feel like their percentages per box are diminishing. So as it, that could be coincidence, and maybe it's already a reality. Maybe there's being so many new ones pumped into the system, and the copper hoarders are starting to take them out, and so it could be. And I would say if you're watching this and you haven't started yet, it's still good. There's still plenty to be found, but it could possibly have already started, that people are starting to see less and less. And I would say get started and enjoy the hobby. Stack some copper. Maybe while you're at the banks, ask for $50, and maybe you will find a silver piece or 2. I found 2 silver coins today at a bank, so pretty cool. The last roll I just went through had 1 copper in it, but this one, the next roll, has 13 and a Canadian copper, 1977. So it's going to be hard to say what's going to happen with this box. I don't know if I'll get that 3 pounds or not. We'll just have to see. Next day, about 11 a.m. now. This is like the 9th roll, maybe the 8th roll, and I found another wheat penny. That's my 3rd, so that's going pretty good, better than I was expecting. The copper is a little bit low, I think. I don't know that I'll get 3 pounds, but 1953 Philadelphia. But that's pretty cool. Hopefully the wheat pennies will keep coming. Trying to go this quicker. I don't want to make this a 30-minute video. Oh, it's Canadian too. Cool. 76. Cool beans. I just found another Canadian, 12-sided. 1982. There's 4 of those. These customer rolled, for some reason, have a crazy amount of hairs in them. I don't know why. I hope it don't kill me. Wait a minute. It probably won't. I have an immune system. I don't think I'm going to get 3 pounds in this box, but that's all right. Hopefully the next one I will. I've got about 3 rolls left in the first half, and I found my 5th Canadian copper, another 12-sided, 1996. Again, the last year they made copper pennies in Canada. When I picked up my pennies, I think I mentioned that she hadn't ordered them for me this week, but she let me have them anyway. So she asked me to roll up a bunch and take them back to her, and so that's what I'm doing. A little bit of a pain, but hey, it's well worth it. They're really kind to me up there. A few rolls into the second half, and I did finally get my 4th wheat penny. This roll happened to produce the 9 coppers I need, but most of them aren't producing quite that much. There is a pleasant surprise. I finally found another dime. It's been several boxes since I've gotten one of those. A little 9-cent profit there. This row also had 10 coppers, but the last row only had 3. This is my 6th Canadian penny, 1980. So I'm collecting several of those. That's pretty cool. Today I have my grandson in town visiting me. Do you want to say hi? Hi. Say hi. Hi. Okay. Okay, I have now found my 5th wheat penny. It doesn't look like I'll get 10, but that's okay. You know, some boxes just don't produce what others do. Just 5 coppers.
Don't do it yet.
Oh, yeah. Rolls later, and I have a 1969 Canadian. I think that's 7 of the Canadians. I did get 12 coppers in this one, so, you know, if some of them get that, but I really don't think it's going to be enough to be 3 pounds, but I've been surprised before. It's pretty gross when a penny comes out of the roll wet. Oh. I don't know about that one. I may throw it away. I don't know. Oh. I don't creep out over a germ or two, but I don't know about that one. That's the slime. So I picked it up with the paper towel, and then I took it and sprayed it with cleaner and wiped it off real good. You know, it's copper. I got to keep it. If it had been zinc, I'd have probably thrown it in the trash can. I went ahead and just finished off that box, and I found one more wheat penny and 3 more Canadian coppers, plus one of the newer Canadians that's not copper. It's a 1950D. I also found, like I predicted, it was under 3 pounds. It was 2 pounds and 7 ounces of copper that I got in that box. And I'm going to see if I can go ahead and get through this one. I don't have a lot of time because I got a phone call from a guy I do some work for, and I've got to leave in the morning to go to Phoenix, Arizona. I've got to pick up a box truck and deliver some equipment. Pick up some equipment and bring it back, and I'll be gone for a week. I'm hoping to get some coins while I'm out, but I'll be in a big box truck. So I don't know how much opportunity I'll get to go to banks while I'm on the road. I really hope to get a little bit, a few boxes of pennies, and see if I can come across some half dollars here or there would be great. I think I may be going through the Amarillo area, and I'm hoping to go see the Cadillac Ranch. I've never seen that. Always wanted to. I used to live in Texas, but it was southwestern more. Never. If I went through Amarillo in my driving through, I just don't remember. But regardless, I never did see Cadillac Ranch. So hopefully I'll get that chance. Anyway, let me get started on this box, and we'll see if we can get 3 pounds of copper out of this one. If I'm looking at it right, I think it's a 1948 Ender wheat penny. That's the only thing I saw that may be any type of Ender wheat penny or anything. So I'll open this first and see if that's what that is. It's a wheat penny, but it's 1958. But that is wheat penny number 1. Also in this first row, I got 6 coppers and 1 of the Centennial Canadian, 1967. 1867 to 1967. Those are pretty cool to find. In the second roll, I get 10 copper pennies and one more Canadian copper, one of the 12-sided, 1985. And that last roll, I think I said 6 copper, it was 7. In the fourth row, there's 4 more coppers for hoarding and 1 more wheat, 1958. Nothing old yet. Now I'm in the finished the 7th row, and I've got just 4 coppers for hoarding and 1 1956D. That's 3 wheat pennies, all in the 50s so far. All right, I just completed the 9th row. I've got 8 coppers and another wheat penny, and this one's a little older, 1942D for this one. I'm sorry this is a little bit different structure than I usually did. I'm not wanting to make this video really, really long. And since it's 2 boxes anyway, so I'm trying to go through it, show you how much copper I get, show you the other stuff I find, and cut it a little bit closer because I've got to get ready for this trip to Phoenix in the morning. The 12th row has 6 coppers and 1 wheat penny, another 50, it's a 53, Philadelphia. I think only the first roll so far had 2 things of interest. It had a wheat penny and a Canadian. And I'm definitely not looking like I'll get the 3 pounds because most of the rolls are not getting the 9 that I need for an average. This is the next roll, the 13th row, and there's 7 copper pennies and a 1950. And that makes 6 wheat pennies. So the wheat pennies are pretty plentiful so far, but the copper's not plentiful. This is the 15th roll, and by George, I think we've got a dime. All right. Whew, we're in the money. Cool beans. And the 16th roll, I've got 4 coppers, and I found another Canadian, 1969. That's 3 copper Canadian. And a couple rolls back, I found a 2009. Pretty good shape. Hey, the 17th roll, and I got 14 coppers. Woohoo! The 19th roll yields me 5 copper pennies and another Canadian. 1980. That's 4 Canadian, I believe. Now the 20th roll, I get 11 copper pennies and 1. Of course, I understand that the wheat pennies are copper too, but this is referring to the ones I'm hoarding. 1951. I believe that's a D. Yep. And I believe that's 7 wheat pennies. Yeah, pretty good. 22nd row, there's 9 coppers. What do you reckon happened to that guy? It looks like it's 85, I think. You think that was picked off by somebody after the mint, or did that happen at the mint? I guess I'll just hang on to this one and see if any of you have any comments. The end of the first half of the box, and there's 15 coppers in that last row in the first half. The second roll in the second half, there's 9 coppers and another dime. He's pretty worn, but that's a dime. We're going to the bank. The 6th row into the second half, and there is 7 coppers, and we get finally our next wheat penny. 1942, Philly. Pretty cool. Number 8. 11th roll in the second half, and there's 5 coppers and my 9th wheat penny. This one is a 48S. Cool, I like the S's. With 11 rolls to go, here's 9 coppers and the 10th wheat penny. We hit their 10. 1955 Philadelphia. There's our 10th. Nice. Well, I ended the box with those 10 wheat pennies, and I think it's 4 coppers. Couple of dimes this time. couple of 09s. There's an S I just put aside. And guess what? Didn't make it. About a half an ounce under 3 pounds. Really close. In fact, the scales are over 3 pounds, but the box weighs 1.1 ounce. So didn't quite make it. Didn't quite make it. Out of the 2 boxes, let's put the 2 together and see what we got. Looks like about 5 pounds and right at 6 ounces for the week. Pretty good. It's over 5 pounds for the week. Cool beans.